Hello everyone! Welcome to another video. I have something extremely exciting to share with you today. I am on a map right now by the build team ElysiumFire. They are so incredibly talented and they have invited me to come and tour their build in-game. I'm so excited to see all of the amazing inspiration that they have here. Let's get started. ElysiumFire did give me a custom shader pack to use. It is a type of shader pack that I use quite often, but they've customized it to work with this build. I'm really excited to take a look around here as I've never actually built in Cyberpunk, so I definitely want to get lots of inspiration for myself. Oh my goodness. This is insane. I've never seen a build like this in person. I watched their video of this build, which is incredible. I will link to that down below if you want to check out the video as well. Their video is amazing. It shows them putting this together in such a cinematic way. It's just, they're so inspiring. Such a great team. I've never seen this in game. I'm viewing it for the first time with all of you, and I don't even really know where to start. Let's start by looking at this building, I guess, that we've spawned in. Oh my goodness. Look at the level of detail. For a build this massive, I mean, they've left nothing out. Look at all the end rods with the beautiful stained glass. Oh my goodness. This is such an incredible build. I have my render distance set to 32 chunks, and look at the amount of stuff that is being rendered in. I mean, oh my gosh, I literally think they've used every block in the game, and they've used it so well. Look at that, I can see the birch fences over there, acacia fences. Look at the use of the droppers or dispensers right here. Yeah, dispensers. Like, I would have never thought to add little details like this in. As we come down, we come into these roadways here. Oh my gosh, is that a little cybercar? Oh my goodness, it is. It's hovering. What the heck? That is so impressive. It's little details like that that are really easier to see in-game than on their cinematic time-lapse, as impressive as that is. Look at these cars and trucks along this roadway. I love seeing stuff like this because as a builder, this is stuff that I really personally struggle with. So I look up to ElysiumFire so much and their ability to work in a style like this. I mean, I'm speechless. I'm literally speechless. This is incredible. All of the different variety of shapes and the use of height. Like, let's see here. So how have they done this when it comes to height? Let's see how far down we can go. So this down here, this is Y10, and even this, they've done like the layered glass effect down here. I'm assuming they're going to be using the entire Y height on this city, going all the way up to Y256. Let's just see if I'm correct. Yes, look at this build from the top. I'm not even at world height yet, but oh my goodness, we have so much to see and explore in this world. I'm really excited to get started. Let's go over here on the edge of the city and take a look at some of this beautiful holograms that are happening here. Is that what you would call this? I think that's what you would call this. Look, what a fantastic way to incorporate organics into a very structure-oriented build. Wow, I'm just speechless. This must have taken so much effort to pull off. The fact that you can see the individual feathers on this bird is incredible, given that it's made out of glass panes. What the heck? Okay, I'm not gonna lie, when I saw them building this, I kind of wanted to go up close to it, so I'm gonna do that now that I have the opportunity. Oh wait, it's made out of, I thought it was made out of glass panes. It's made out of end rods. Oh my gosh. So I'm assuming what they did with this is they probably made it out of blocks and then replaced it with the end rods. Wow. And yeah, there is glass panes mixed in down here. This is just the most, what the heck? Wow. I am seriously just so impressed. Well done, ElysiumFire. This is an amazing feat. Alright, let's head back into the city now. We have a lot of ground to cover if we want to do a good job exploring this. I don't think we're going to get to every building, but I just want to look at some of those little details that don't really show up in a cinematic so that we can get a good idea of how much effort has truly gone into this. Look at the way it reflects on the water. Oh my gosh, look at this. Look at this. You can literally walk through this build. They've used some pumpkins in there for some glowy lighting, which works surprisingly well. Like, that's not a block that you would normally think, huh, cyberpunk. But no, it works. I truly think that they've used every block in the game, and it's perfect. Look at the granite over here, mixed in with sandstone, oak wood, diorite, solar panels. Those aren't called solar panels, daylight sensors. Look at this cable car coming across here too. Does this have interior? Oh my gosh. They put details on the interior. What the heck? Look at the street lights. I'm just mind blown. This is probably the worst commentary ever because I'm just so mind blown. Wow. This build has it all. It looks incredible when you're flying around it, but when you're walking through it, it's equally as amazing. Look at this. As we come out through here, the skyscrapers just come into view as you're walking through here. And look at this. So to do the crosswalks, they've done iron bars. That is so creative. I really like what they've done with the contrast along here. So you've got this very gray area as you come along here, but you've got these bright white and yellow lights in it. And then they've added these little bonus pops of color. And that makes this build stand out so well. You've got the bright violet over here, or magenta, and then you come here and you've got this building, which is entirely different shades of orange. It contrasts really well. And oh my gosh, look at the snow slabs. That is such a good way to use snow slabs. Wait, I would have never thought of that. What the heck? Well done. What an incredible use of blocks here. What's this block back here? So that's the light gray concrete. You've got light gray concrete, cobble walls, iron bars, and then snow slabs stacked up with oak wood in there as well. I find oak wood to be such a difficult block to use, so this is giving me so much inspiration to just like really go for it. I should be trying to get out of my comfort zone so much more. Look at the snow slabs again right here. Such a cool use of blocks that I don't normally take advantage of. I feel like I should be really exploring the blocks that we've got in our inventory a lot more. Look up here. This is another fantastic example. Glazed terracotta used on the exterior of a building, and it looks fantastic. I almost never use glazed terracotta on the exterior of a building in this way, sometimes for roofs, but not a lot, and they've done such a good job with it here. And then mixed in with all these buildings, look at the different shapes. So if we look at it from the top down, you've got all of these lovely square ones, but then you've got these angles. These like really, really cool shapes just mixed in. And with that, again, we have these different wires and pathways coming along and hanging down, adding detail and shape. Oh my gosh. Wow, and look, even more organics. That one's done with flowers. What a cool use of the entities. I want to look at this from a distance. It looks like we've got this area over here where they're still constructing the city, which is such a cool way to do it. And look at the mountains bordering it. Wow. Wow. Okay, let's just sit here for a moment, shall we? Take it all in. This is intense. I can't believe a team of people worked together to build this. It's so coherent and together as a build, and at the same time so chaotic. I'm in love. This is incredible. I love the use of color. Look, there's my favorite block used in this crane here. This is such a creative design as well. Look at this. You have the place where the operator would sit right in there. You've got the counterweight on the back. I mean, It's literally got everything, and they've made it so dynamic by putting something so complex still at this angle. Like, it's holding this beam, but the beam's not just straight, the beam's angled. Everything's sort of working together at these weird angles coming together. Here's a straight one here to kind of contrast that. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay, let's look at this flower organic up here. This is dead bushes, saplings, mushrooms, and end rods. Now, have you ever seen someone manage to build something with that? Because I haven't. This is my first time. That's insane. So if you're wondering how these are floating as well, I'm not 100% sure how ElysiumFire has done it, but how I would do this is basically just turn ticks off in the world and turn stop lag on. Since we are on a server, that is possible. And that basically just causes blocks not to update, so that's how they've sort of managed to get those saplings to just float and give that really cool effect. And it looks like they've really taken advantage of that in a lot of different areas. I'm being very drawn to this organic over here, so I think that's where we'll head next. Just look at any little details on our way. Look, cauldrons, use of cauldrons over here. And look at this. You've got these areas connecting together, like these little machines, maybe like AC units even is what they remind me of, sort of sticking out of this apartment complex. Very, very cool. The use of so many different blocks here. You got a dropper, an observer, and a hopper, and some iron trapdoors all in one area, sort of connected by those iron bars as wires. All right, now look at this organic. So this looks like an organic of probably a female body with a bird. This is incredible. What a fantastic piece to add to the city. With the projectors coming out, seemingly projecting this image into the air. Oh my gosh, and you've got the earth over here. What a good way to bring a build together, because without these, I mean, this really gives it that cyberpunk feel, that futuristic feel. It sets it apart from it being just a city. I mean, given there are a lot of other details that also do that, but every time you manage to add an organic to a build like this, I think it just increases the level so much. So this over here is mixed in with a bunch of flowers and some end rods to keep all of the entities glowing. That is such a good way to do it, because although you can see that close up, when we come over here and come at a distance, you really can't see the end rods. You can just see the color if you're not paying a lot of attention. That's a really cool way to really get all of those entities glowing in space. Alright, well, while we're over here, let's do some exploring on this side. Look at the use of carpet stacked up right here. Orange carpet at that. And all of these nether blocks coming together. I mean, these are blocks that I would never have thought to put together in one build. And look how well it works. This is not a small build either. This is a massive build. You've got bricks in behind there, I can see. You've got all the nether blocks. You've got the grays. You've got blues, orange. Oh my goodness. This building is so massive. I'm kind of wondering what this actually is. I want to go down on the base and see if we can get a closer look at a few things. Oh, look at this as well. Oh my goodness. Cyberpunk is such an amazing style. Look at this down here. This maybe like a sewage area for the city. Look at the way they've done this. Wow. Look at the pipes coming out here, and look, even the details in these pipes. And they've actually used dispensers to make the setup, so you get that harsh edge going around it and the difference in texture. That is incredible. Look at the fans in there, all the different vents. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to go through this sparkly area, even though it's a sewage. Wow. All right, where are we going to come out down here? Oh my goodness. I'm just going to follow this line as far as I can. I want to see all of these little ground level details. Look at this foundation. This is totally a pattern that I would think to do, but I would never think to do it in Cyberpunk. For some reason, when I try to take on styles like this, I think that it has to be so different, but in reality, they are using techniques that I use. They're just so much better. They're using them in such a unique way and combining it all together. Look at the logo that they've thrown in here so amazingly. Wait a second, what have we got in here? Is this some type of hangar? Look at the unique shapes that you've got coming together here. Oh, wow. So let's take a look at it from this road. Look at this unique structure we've got here. So this, to me, sort of looks like some type of maybe hangar. It looks like you've got maybe a generator of sorts down here. You've got a whole lot of pipes and tubing. These remind me sort of like electrical sockets. And look at the way they've done this. They've got cauldrons, but you have this light peeking through it in spots because of the little lip on the bottom of the cauldron. Let's go in here a little ways and see how they've done this. Oh my goodness. Look at this. I am so grateful to ElysiumFire for giving me the opportunity to walk through a build like this. I feel like I'm learning so much just by being present in this build. It's so incredible the amount of detail they've been able to achieve down here. Let's go this way. All right, so along here, look at this. We've got more pipes sort of connecting all of the different buildings together. Look at the support structures contrasted onto this big stone building. Big cylinders off to the side. Oh my goodness. So this side of things, this is like an entirely different district from the area that we just left. Look at this. So over here we've got this like big sort of downtown area, massive, just skyscrapers everywhere. And then we're sort of phasing into this almost more industrial feeling area. Yeah, so this looks like this is a dock. So they're loading these massive, colorful crates onto this barge. That's incredible. Look, that looks like a big sort of generator cylinder of some sort over there. Look at the different pipes they've got running everywhere. Okay, I need to get down on ground level in this and actually take a look at how this looks when you're walking around, because this is insanity, everyone. Are you seeing this? I'm just speechless. Look at the big arms that they've got picking up these crates. Oh my goodness, that is so cyberpunk. Look at the tracks down on the bottom. I can just almost see this build moving and all of these different like robot machines moving around, transferring the crates, adding it to the barge, just all of the different moving parts that you have in here. Look at this. This is a road. So I'm looking at so many different things all at the same time. I feel like I'm missing so much. Look at these stoplights here. So you've got these trucks that are dropping off these crates, then heading back into the city over here. Yeah, look at this one over here. This one's got a crate on. What an incredible detail. You would never be able to see this from the sky, but you come down and you've got so many different layers. You've got this street here splits off so you can go underneath as well. And look at this. They've done trucks under here. I want to see where this goes, I'm not gonna lie. Wow. Okay, where's this street connect? We can wrap all the way along here. What's this over here? I'm so distracted by everything. Look at all of these different pipes heading into these. Oh my gosh, these are like tanks of some form. They've all got a different color. And you've got these like complex wires and pipes heading into each individual one. Okay, so this road kind of wraps out and goes into the city. Now, what have we got over here? I want to look at this barge. Look at the way that they have done this. So they've got this system of like pulleys over here that's sort of picking things up and putting it on to the ship. Wow, and look at the cranes once you get on. It's so complex. I would never think to do this. I mean, when you're working on this scale, this is very much something that like I, as a builder, could picture myself doing. But I would never think to use this level of detail. Like if this was me, I probably would have just done cobble going straight down. But look at all of the different blocks they've taken advantage of here with the arrows and the lovely iron bars, different walls coming together right here. These are observers. Like I would have never thought to put those blocks together, and that's what makes this so incredible. I'm literally amazed. This is beautiful. Well done, ElysiumFire. Okay, now that I've seen the barge area, I think I'd like to head over this way a little more and see what this is all about. This looks like some sort of massive cyberpunk generator. Look at this. I mean, how do you even plan a build like this? This is so complicated. I want to go down here. This looks like hoppers or cauldrons or something that they've gotten into the floor. Yeah, look at that, hoppers everywhere. Oh my heck. Yeah, that's amazing. And look at the use of the pink. How did they even get that color pink? I want to know what block that is. That is glass over jack-o'-lanterns. Wow. Okay, let's take a little look at that from afar, shall we? Yes. All the yes. Oh my goodness. I mean, I would not even know where to start with this. So it's a cylinder, but it's got all of these different complex layers here going around, and nothing is at this perfect, like, 90-degree angle. It's all sticking off in different areas. Look at all of the different layers in here. I mean, you can literally picture this thing functioning and moving. Look at this city. That is just, oh, too much. It's too much. It's all too much. Out here, we've got some more of these very, very fancy. Now, how have they done this underwater lighting over here? I want to know that, because I saw that in the video, and it was so impressive to see it coming together and to see this, like, this source of energy or power somehow right here, sort of just bleeding out. I mean, it's amazing. What is it? Well, I'm ruining the magic a little bit, but so we've got like 3 blocks high of water, we've got sea lanterns, and then bedrock. And that, when placed like this from this view, I mean, wow. Well done, whoever thought of that one. All right, I want to go over here and see this barge that's loading in on the distance and sort of take a look at the city from over here. All right, I've made it out to this ship, and this is no ordinary ship. Look at this beast. Wow, look at, this is like hovering on the water. This is so cool. You've got all of these different crates. It's all loaded up. Look at this like observing area over here where the captain would be. And on top of that, in the background from here, you have the entire city in view. Well, not the entire city, it's massive, but you've got this whole waterfront right here that is in view. That is incredible. The city is so lit up in the background, and the barge doesn't have as many lights, and that effect is so beautiful. Okay, I think I've almost made a full 360 of this city. I've definitely not seen it all, but I do have some good news for all of you. I do have some good news for you though. If you would like to explore this world on your own, ElysiumFire is giving you the download on December 25th. It will be all yours. For those of you who celebrate Christmas, that will be a fantastic Christmas gift for all of you. What an amazing map. You should definitely download it and explore it if you can. I will say though, it needs quite the PC. My frames right now are at 30. I have the 2080 Ti GeForce. This is the first video I've ever recorded with it, so it's not fully optimized yet, but you can see my settings there. Yeah, this is a big map. I am on high render distance because I want you to be able to see the whole thing. But man, I don't think I would have been able to view this on my laptop, I'm not gonna lie. Look at the details on the waterfront right here as we're coming along. Sorry to switch topics so easily, but distracted. Look at these pillars. See, if this has been me, I probably just would have went straight up. But it's so much more effective to lean these in this way and sort of direct the eye up towards the focal point. What an amazing idea. And I love the gradients of heights that they have here. Like, you can see all the way through here, right? There's not a lot of buildings. I mean, as this loads in, hang on, let me give it a second. There's no one building out in the front of this city that's taking all of your attention. You're looking at the city as a whole, and you've got these pops of colors in different places. And the front, I mean, it's sort of like seating in a theater. You've got this lower part, and it builds up towards the center and gets more and more fancy as you go towards the center. And it makes it so that you can really appreciate and see the entire city, which I just love that they've been able to do that. Let's take a look as a final little detail at all of the different rooftop details that we've got here. Look at these different, like, I'm not even sure what to call them. They look like they're generating some sort of energy, maybe some sort of satellite, some like solar panels. You've got cranes on top of some buildings. Look at the scaffold and supports going up over here. It truly looks like this city is alive. Dog. What an amazing job they've done with all the different companies and logos. And look at this. I love the look of that. Wow. That exclamation mark. So as you're coming up here from the base, I guess that's sort of like a warning. Like, do not enter this area. This is a construction zone in here. Oh my goodness. What a fantastic way to do that. Again, with the mushroom as well. So creative. I want to point out this building here because it's such a good example of a very, very dynamic structure. I mean, when I think of structure, I'm not a super good structure builder. It's not something I've practiced. I've been more on the organic side of things for a while. I've been practicing it recently, but I'm not great at it. But this is such a good way to layer all of these different shapes. Look at this. So at the base, you've got this sort of rounded front here, and it's very lit up to accent that. On the bottom, you've got all of these different very circular round shapes coming together, and then they've sort of split it up as it goes up and connected it off in different areas. And you've got this sloping roof with even more layers on top of that. This is such an inspiring way to plan out and detail your buildings. I am definitely taking so much inspiration from this building and the way that they've been able to layer together their shapes and colors. We have so much to learn from ElysiumFire, in my opinion. What an incredible team. Look at this. I didn't even see this as I was going along. This is like a rail car, but it's on a track, mounted above a track. Look at the way that this is connected together. There's so many different layers to this build. My gosh, it's like a gift that never stops giving. This track goes on for so long. Does it ever go into some sort of station? Is this the station? Oh my goodness. Look at how they've done this. Look, it connects to the inside of these buildings. It's going through a building. Look at the way they've done the end rods in there with the purple. Going through a building so people could get on and off it right here. And then it continues. I am literally so impressed with this map. I think ElysiumFire has done a fantastic job of bringing the cyberpunk style to life. The use of organics mixed in with all of these fantastic structures, the pops of color, the shapes. It just makes me so happy. I definitely want to know what you thought of this build by them. I think it was amazing. Definitely go check out their channel and team if you haven't already. I will put all of their links in the description as well as on the end screen. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed my tour, and please do check out this build for yourself because I did not do it justice wandering around. I feel so distracted. There's so many things to look at, and I'm definitely going to keep wandering around this map so I can keep exploring it off camera. But I want to get this video out to you so that you can see it as well. Thank you so much for watching. I hope I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye, everyone.